all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving mad and blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, mad in time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Mad 20.
You still need O linemen.
Now get it.
Send the recap stuff. Send somebody recap stuff.
It's in the game.
We just got back. Yeah, I met her too.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter.
Should have went to Baskin Robbins. I was searching too. Cold Stone. Should have got Baskin Robbins. I had forgot all about it. I was thinking too.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow.
Oh no.
I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got.
There it is.
It take a week to
There it is.
Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up.
Back in Mississippi in New Orleans.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Go ahead. Alright, let's go. Oh shit, hold on, I gotta cut this. You had you had like 30 minutes to cut from. What?
Son, it's Mike. This is Pittsburgh. Choose the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
Okay.
Hey, bounce it. Boom, boom.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Go.
On second down now, it's Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, and it's Pollard again. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alert, alert. Pistol. Kill. Check safety.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on first down. James. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because... This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson buying time to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mike
is 59. Mike is 59. Push him back. Regular.
Say bye to Tiana.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert! Bud!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Run. Hey, bravo!
Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hurry! Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Don't say nothing.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Target. Slam. Run left.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry! Hey, Delta!
Throwing, Mayfield. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Watch the safety green. He's coming. Let's go.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check. No. Here we go.
You know what it be, dude? You can just text message week 1.
Check 59.
Mayfield with it once more.
I'm getting confident about this team.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball's...
And it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Oh, we got it. Good job, D.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Linebacker, you over there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, Mayfield.
Found one.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Oh, there's a lot. Oh, never mind. Let's just fucking refresh.
And an alley to run. Give him 30 yards there.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Bell. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
What's that?
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Sorry. Players and shit.
Fuck that.
I'm cutting players and shit. Group 1 right now.
On third and goal, Wilson steps away to his, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Saints have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the end. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You got 4.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. On second down, it's Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Bullock will put this one through, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Wilson now 3 out of 5 since taking over, as he's given his guys a first down. Here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
That's right, man. They don't want it. Check. Crouch. Took right. Check.
Wilson to throw again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. First carry for James Conner. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard.
He's coming. Alert, 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 alert. Finds the mic, finds the mic. Hey, let's get that ball.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working out of the gun. Mayfield forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On the draw, it's Pollard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You. 58 to the mic.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. They'll try the right side here with Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's go, Heavy. Everyone, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check, check. Hurry! Alert!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Campbell making the catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. Here's Mayfield. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check 15. Check 15. Go 14. Look left. Look left. Against the mic. I'm coming. I'm on.
Now Wilson. Open man is Ross, complete. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Bro, I'm fucking sick of this shit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D.
Mayfield in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
I got you, sir. Alert. Check 26. Switch. Let's go. 5-0. Switch. 25. Check 25.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7th. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, Alpha.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Slower. Watch that up.
Go.
Mayfield down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
It's weird. That was just a long-ass animation of him getting hit on.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Catch made here by Campbell. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
Go. Go. Run. Real. Hurry.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperate. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Snags it for the pick. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Yeah,
so for the Saints, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,